Hi Electroheads, Tish here. Cast your mind back to 2020. We're mid-pandemic and electric cars have just started to hit the mainstream, with a lot of brands bringing out electrified versions of their hit cars, like Mini with the Mini Electric. And Vauxhall wanted a slice of the action, so they released an all-electric Corsa, and it was seriously popular. It sold like hotcakes, and there's no surprise because it was a really well-rounded package, with a decent amount of range, a good amount of equipment, and not too bad of a price tag. You pretty much couldn't walk down the street without seeing one.
Oh no, there's Melanie.
However, it started to look a little bit dull in the 2 years that it was released, and so Vauxhall have decided to give it a glow up, introducing the all-new Corsa Electric. It's had a bold new look, but it's also had an uplift in range and an uplift in power. What's there not to love? Well, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this all-new car. So if that sounds good, then please keep watching. And if you do like electric car reviews and electric mobility, then this is the place to be. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Electroheads family. The Vauxhall Corsa is a legendary car. It's been around in the UK for more than 3 decades and has always been a popular choice for drivers. But when Vauxhall decided to make the electric version of the Corsa, some people were sceptical. An electric Corsa?
What is this?
That's like putting a rocket engine on a bicycle. But it worked because all the key ingredients were still there. It was stylish, simple, and the key point here, affordable. And I think we can all agree that this is a really bold new look for the Vauxhall Corsa Electric. Of course, the main focus of this car is the new visor grille, which is showcased across most of the Vauxhall range. But the little design element, which I love and I wasn't expecting, is at the bottom, you've got a honeycomb grille, and it almost melts into the paintwork. It really looks very, very smart. You've also got the brand's new LED light signature here in the lights, and also the fog lights have changed from being in this part of the grille to being at the bottom there in the honeycomb diffuser. It just all melts in and makes it look a lot more kind of crisp and clean. And these wheels, well, you might recognise these 17-inch alloys, and that's because they're off of the limited edition anniversary car. They're finished in a complete black design, and they just help with that contrasting, crisp feel of the new Corsa Electric. As well as the wheels, the Corsa has also carried across the sleek black badges from the anniversary edition car. And finally, to finish everything off, we've got a shark fin antenna, which replaces the standard antenna on the previous generation car, and it just makes it look far more crisp and modern. But it's not just better looking. Just like every good glow up, they've worked on what's on the inside as well. So all the important figures has actually increased. Just don't expect huge numbers. At the start of last year, Vauxhall extended the range of the Corsa E after finding greater efficiencies in heating, transmission and tyres. This took the claimed range to 222 miles, from 209 miles previously, an increase of around 6%. This new generation has gone further than just a new set of wheels. The 50 kilowatt-hour battery has been swapped for a 51 kilowatt-hour one. And whilst that sounds small, it's increased range by another 15%, this time to 255 miles, now placing it competitively amongst the small car electric market. Power has also had a boost by a similar 15%, adding an extra 20 PS to the car's power output, bringing the output to 156 PS. Charging stays the same. Just like the exterior changes, onto the interior of the Vauxhall Corsa Electric, some of those nice design cues from its bigger brother, the Astra, have spilled over, including this new Contod steering wheel, which reflects that of the visor grille at the front. But it very much has its own personality in here, and it feels very familiar. Some other updates have included new software to a larger touchscreen and some wireless charging. And whilst the interior changes to the cabin are minimal, the smartened steering wheel and larger screens have done just enough to freshen up the cabin and keep it feeling modern. Luckily, interior quality compared to previous generation Corsas has moved light years, and they're still impressive for the money. Speaking of money, how much can we expect this smartened up model to set us back? That info for now is still under wraps. Current prices are between £32,000 and £34,500, and I'd expect to see an uplift of a couple of thousand to cover the upgrades. Unfortunately, that will place it as more costly than the benchmark car, the MG4 Long Range, but still a few £1,000s cheaper than an ID4 with similar range. All too often, when it comes to electric cars, we're focused on range. It's the most important thing to a lot of people. And whilst it is important, there's many existing electric Corsa owners which are so pleased with their current vehicle. And you just have to look at these changes as a cherry on top. A bit more range, a bit more power, and a bold new look. I think that if you're happy with your existing car, then you're going to be really pleased with the changes made. But for some people, it's not going to be quite enough to tip some of the competition. But let us know, what do you think of the changes made to the Vauxhall Corsa Electric? Have they done enough to keep it current? Pop it in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed the video, as ever, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe to the Electroheads channel. Until next time, bye!